So we'll begin our session. Sit cross-legged, back straight, both the hands on knees, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let go your face muscles, neck, shoulder, back and legs. Then simply bring your attention on breathing. Just the normal breathe in and out. And bringing your attention on that natural breath. So we'll begin. Today we'll talk about chakras and what is the thing behind like chakras and what is that it brings in the yoga practice. So normally, as we had mentioned that with the different practices, there is each person has a different path, and as Patanjali also mentions that there are as many paths as many people. So in other words, each person has its own way of tracing through this path of yoga. And some of the people who have done practice before have focused on the internal structure of the body. And through that, in the scriptures, it is mentioned that there are 72,000 nadis which go through our whole body. And somewhere in our brain, it has some connection to those, each of the nadis, and the nervous system basically works through sending the signals through those. Now, out of those, there are 7 major nadis which are mentioned. You can think them as highways, and rest of all the nerves are springing through it later. So these 7 chakras are what the major highway nerves, you can say, starting from, say, Muladhara chakra, which is at the anus, and that chakra basically governs your security aspect, your money or your shelter, your basic needs of life, very, very basic needs. And that is associated with the smell or nose. So each of these chakras and their associated thought process and their associated brain. So there is a connection of body and mind here. So chakra based poses basically work on each of the body part, and the poses which impact that body part gradually impacts the way things work here in our mind. And it also goes the other way around. If you change the way it works here, if you have a good control of how you are thinking in a particular way, it can also impact that body part. So that's the basic thing about chakras, and we'll talk about each chakra as we do the first round. So we'll begin, and Surya Namaskar can also be done with the awareness of chakras. The only thing is, It deals with the even lesser chakras, 5 chakras. It doesn't deal with the Sahasrahara chakra or the Muladhara chakra. It kind of goes between all the other chakras. So we'll begin our practice, both the palms together, thumb touching the chest and back is straight. We'll visualize the rising sun and begin with prayer. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrinu Satyadharmaya Drishtaye Om Mitraya Namaha. And we bring both the hands up. We look up towards the ceiling and a little back bend. So we'll make sure that our upper body is all stretched. We feel that stretch in our hands, in our neck, upper body, your legs and feet. Back is relaxed. Here the complete focus is on the throat region. Throat region is Vishuddhi chakra. Vishuddhi chakra deals with our ears, our speech, our listening. Om Ravaye Namaha. Now keeping your arms beside your ears, slowly bend forward. Completely let go your upper body. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let go your whole upper body. Legs are straight, knees are locked. You can scan through and let go as much as possible, especially your neck, shoulders, back of the ears. Padhastasana. Here we are working on the Swadhisthana chakra, that is your tailbone region. It comes above the Muladhara chakra, and Swadhisthana chakra is about pleasure. And the senses associated with that is tongue, so taste. Om Surya Namaskar. Now bringing your both the hands beside your feet, right leg goes back, right knee is on the floor. Come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. Maximum gap between thigh, chest, and expand your chest. Maintain this pose as we breathe in. Feel the stretch. Breathe out. Let go. Here we are focusing on Agya Chakra. That is center of our eyebrows. This chakra is above all the 5 senses. It governs the intuition, what we sense. Sometimes we can sense what's coming, or we receive something which is beyond what is normally visible to anybody else around us, but we can see certain things at certain point, but it is not something which you control, but it feels like as if it's coming from somewhere out. So that is Agya Chakra. It is mentioned in the scriptures that the guidance from the higher souls or from the outside can be received through this chakra. Om Bhanave Namaha. And now we'll bring our left leg back. Our whole body is in one straight line. Head, neck, back, legs, all aligned in one line. Maintain that. Let go your face muscles. Focuses on the core. Dandasana, Santulanasana, stick pose. This impacts your core. So Manipura chakra, your navel region. Manipura chakra is related to eyes. And in the elements, it relates to fire. It impacts the digestive system. And as you can see that it's basically a question of what really drives you. So your ultimate vision, which motivates, which drives, for which you're ready to burn. So that's about the Manipura chakra. When this chakra is imbalanced, you kind of feel lost, aimless. You do not know what you're exactly wanting to do. It doesn't bring joy. The vision is not clear. That's the imbalance in this chakra. Om Khagaya Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, chest and chin straight towards the ground. Ashtang Namaskar. 8 अंगों से सूर्य भगवान को प्रणाम. Chin, chest, both the palms, knees and toes. Only 8 parts are touching the ground. Make sure that you let go any muscles you do not need here. This is again Manipura chakra. Pushane Namaha. Now we straighten our body. Head up, look up towards the ceiling. Both the legs are together, sole of the foot pointing up. Elbows are bent, supporting your back towards the body. Let go your leg muscles. Bhujangasana. Make sure that the body part below navel region is on the ground. Hips are not coming up. Gaze is upwards. Maximum stretch in the neck. Maximum curve of the spine. Focus is on the tailbone. This impacts the Swadhisthana chakra. Tailbone region. Governing the pleasure aspect. The tongue, taste is the sense organ there. When this is imbalanced, you are seeking pleasure in the wrong things. Which doesn't align with the other aspects. For example, the vision you have. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. And now we'll bring middle body all the way up. Chin closer to chest, heels pushing towards the ground. Maintain the heels pushing towards the ground, maintain straight legs. Make sure that as long as we are here, we are constantly pushing our heels towards the ground, constantly working on that stretch in the back of the legs. Let go your head. Let go the neck. Let the blood flow towards the top of the head. Parvatasana. In this pose also, the chakra which is impacted is basically Vishuddhi, that is your throat region. That governs the speech, and in senses, your hearing, your ear organ. The thyroid issues are one of the examples of imbalance in this chakra. Om Mariche Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, right leg in the front. Again, come up on your fingerprints. Come up on your fingertips. Create maximum gap between thigh, chest, expand your chest. Ashwasanchalanasana. Again, center of the eyebrows, Agya Chakra. Keep your focus in the center of the eyebrows. Imagine that a light is entering from there and going all the way towards the navel region, towards the Manipura Chakra. Om Adityaya Namaha. And now we'll bring the other leg in the front. Both the feet are together. Straighten your legs. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can pull your stomach all the way in. Grab hold of your toes, ankles, calf muscles, whatever is available to you. Maintain a good grip. Let there be stretch felt in the hands, in the legs, specifically tailbone region. Normal breathing. Let go head, neck. Again, Padhastasana, we talked, it impacts the Swadhisthana chakra, that is your tailbone region. You can maintain a smile on your face. It will help to relax the face muscles. And then let go. Om Savitri Namaha. Now keeping your arms beside your ears, slowly come up. Look up towards the ceiling, a little back bend, a comfortable back bend. Naturally, your feet will push towards the ground as you're trying not to bring your hips in the front. As you gaze towards, as you're looking towards your hands, stretch in the neck, feel that stretch. Maintain your focus on the stretch you feel in the throat region, Vishuddhi Chakra. Om Arkaya Namaha. And then spread your arms wide. Make sure that you have a wide stretch and you can feel that stretch in whole of your arms, your hands, your palm. fingers, and then Pranamasana. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. So in this pose, Pranamasana, we are basically focusing in the center of the chest, where the thumb touches the chest. So that is Anahat Chakra. Anahat Chakra governs the connection with the others, the social aspect, how you feel connected to others. And it is related to the touch and hands. Then we didn't talk about in Surya Namaskar, it doesn't go to the Muladhara Chakra. We already talked about Muladhara Chakra that governs your basic, very, very basic survival needs. When that is imbalanced, you are not able to figure out your very basic needs of having a house or earning money for your survival, not feeling stable enough just to survive. And then the last one, Sahasrahara Chakra, that is at the top of your head, the crown chakra, that relates to the bliss, the spiritual bliss which is felt. So we'll begin with the left side now with breathing. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, both the hands down. Breathe in, left leg back. Breathe out, right leg back. Hold your plank, hold your breath, go in Ashtanga. As you breathe in Bhujang, let go your leg muscles. Breathe out, mountain as you breathe out. Chin closer to chest, heels pushing towards the ground. Breathe in, both the knees on the floor, left leg in the front. Breathe out, right leg in the front. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, Pranamasana. So that completes our one full round of Surya Namaskar. Now the Surya Namaskar can be done, as I had mentioned, slowly with very slow pace, but the awareness can be brought into these chakra positions. Like when I'm here in Pranamasana, I can completely focus. First thing is we bring our body in the stretch and relaxation thing from the muscles perspective. We always make sure that the posture, we are creating that stretch in the right place and the relaxation in the right place. Once that is done, once you're in the pose, then because we are staying here for long, if you're doing slower poses, the focus should be in the center of the chest in Pranamasana. When we go both the hands up, it should be on the Vishuddhi chakra. So in that way, each of these chakras can be focused on in each pose, complete awareness on that part. And it brings maximum benefit of that pose. Anyways, that pose creates an effect on that part, but when you bring your awareness, it becomes even more effective and influences much more. Now, the way chakra-based poses can be used is normally it can be used for if you are working on some, say for example, some disease or something which you know that there is a weakness in the body. Say for example, if you have thyroid issue, then you can design your poses more aligned with the pose, your routine practice, more aligned with having more poses which impact the throat region until that thyroid issue is resolved. So that way it can be used, it's very effective, but it is a long-term thing. And it has to be used in both ways because chakras is about the physical body as well as the mind and the psychological aspect. So it has to be worked on both together, body and thoughts, psychology. And from there, you work up to the point where you feel you have got rid of that particular weakness and then move on to more balanced practice, incorporating everything else. So we'll begin next 2 rounds slower. And then we are going to do like we did yesterday, 3 rounds fast and then 6 rounds fast. And then we are going to do 6, very similar to what we did yesterday. So we'll begin right side. Make sure that when we are doing slower rounds, we'll focus on the 3 aspects. If you're very good at those 3 aspects, then I will say that in that slower rounds, try to incorporate the chakras. In each and every pose, try to imagine that there is a ball, say, starting from the center of the chest. And as we bring both the hands up, the ball moves to the Vishuddhi chakra, that is your throat region. And when we move our hands all the way down, the ball rotates all the way from there to your tailbone region, Swadhisthana chakra. So even that can be done when we are doing slower rounds. But if you are still on those three aspects, keep yourself to those things: muscles, breathing, and keeping a smile on the face. So we'll begin. Right side, both the hands up, both the hands down, right leg back, left leg back, go in Ashtang, head up bhuja, let go your leg muscles, breathe out, mountain pose, chin closer to chest, heels pushing towards the ground, both the knees on the floor, right leg in the front, look diagonally up, left leg in the front, both the hands up, spread your arms, Pranamasana. Left side, both the hands up, both the hands down, left leg back, right leg back, go in Ashtanga. Middle body goes all the way up mountain, both the knees on the floor, left leg in the front, right leg in the front, both the hands up, spread your arms, Pranamasana. Third one, right side, both the hands up, both the hands down, right leg back, left leg back, go in Ashtanga. Middle body goes all the way up mountain, both the knees on the floor, right leg in the front, left leg in the front, both the hands up, spread your arms, Pranamasana. Left side, both the hands up, both the hands down, left leg back, right leg back, go in Ashtanga. Middle body goes all the way up mountain, both the knees on the floor, left leg in the front, right leg in the front, both the hands up, spread your arms, Pranamasa. When you're doing first couple of rounds, take your time, especially if you're doing it in the morning. If it is an evening time when you're doing Surya Namaskar, it's okay to do it a little faster because your body has already moved in the whole day. Your body is more flexible. You don't need to stay in each and every pose for that long. But for creating that attitude of for the practice, keeping those thoughts at bay, that's something you would definitely want to do even if you're doing it in the evening. So we'll begin with the next 3 fast rounds as fast as we can, keeping the 3 aspects together. So we'll begin. I'll only say right and left and we'll do our own maximum pace. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. So take your time to finish the rounds. We'll do the next 6 rounds as fast as we can do. And again, keeping a track of where you feel breathlessness, where you are slipping on the breathing aspects of synchronizing breathing as we breathe in and out. As we move to, because now we are going 6 together. When we are doing 4 set, we will be doing 1 set complete together. So all the 12 full rounds together without stopping. Obviously, whenever you feel breathless, then you can take a breath in pranamasana and again follow rest of the rounds. But you will see that when you practice 6 together, the three together becomes easier. When we will do one set all the way together, the 6 becomes, which you were struggling to do 6, becomes easier to do 6. That way, it kind of helps to push a little bit limit. But if you start that from the first day and try to do one set all the way together, it's difficult to achieve that. And that's the goal of doing this whole sessions, with pushing our limits slightly each time we come. And you'll see that doing one set, which would have been difficult for you without the 108, would be like a very easy thing to do. So we'll begin next 6 rounds without stopping at our maximum pace, right side. Left side. 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 Take your time to finish your rounds. As long as you have your maximum pace, you're good. Once you come here, stay still when you're done. Just observe the changes. We have completed our one set. So after each set, we are going to observe the changes we feel in the body, in the mind. As we are doing 6 sets together, it's a good time if you want to open some of the windows or some door you have, so that some outside air can come in. The practice becomes a little more easier with more fresh air. So we'll prepare for the next 6 rounds of the first set. So again, each time we stop in the pranamasana, you can again see what all things you are working on. Keep that observation there, keep that focus there. You can also make a small resolution each time you do the 6 rounds, that how you're going to create a slight more involvement of your own self, a little more effort to make it better in your own way, from the 3 aspects of relaxing the muscles, synchronizing the breathing, keeping a smile on our face. If you are really good at these 3, then what will help you in faster rounds is imagine that you are doing breathe in and out. Focus only on the breathing in and out, as if you're doing a normal breathe in and out, and try to put the poses into that breathing. So imagine that you breathe in and you bring both the hands up. As you breathe out, bring both the hands down. So as if you're breathing normal, you're just bringing the poses into the breathing. So that will help in the faster rounds. It will basically keep your breathing solid and the poses are just following the breathing. So that way you can get faster, but it can only come when you have a little more control over how you are doing those 3 things together. So when we are doing faster rounds, try to do the other way around, that is breathe in and out and try to put the poses onto the breathe in and out and see if that works for you. So we'll begin next 6 rounds as fast as we can. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Take your time to finish your rounds. Each time reassess. When you come back to pranayama, make sure that your back is straight. Your shoulders are out. And then let go your shoulders, making sure the back spine is straight. Take a couple of breathings here. We'll do the next 6 without stopping a lot here. Just a couple of breathings. Let the heat be there. And we'll do the next 6 rounds as fast as we can without stopping. Keeping again the 3 aspects together, keeping a smile on our face or a simple joy of practice. I'll assume everyone has done the 6 rounds. So next 6 rounds, right side. Left side. 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 Take your time to finish the rounds. Once you're done, stay still. There's no movement. Try to observe the changes from the beginning of the session to after the first set and to after the second set. So you're done with 2 sets. Build the next 3rd set again, same 6. Take a short break and then 6. Before we start the 3rd set, you can take your little extra time here just to orient yourself. Prepare for the 1 more set, as we'll be taking a short break in 6 rounds. Let your breathing come back to closer to normal. So we'll begin next 6 rounds as fast as we can, keeping the focus on muscles, breathing, synchronizing the breathing with each round, and keeping a smile on our face or a simple joy of practice. So look at right side. Left side. 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 Once you're done, stay still in pranayama. There's no movement. Couple of breathings here. We're going to do the last 6 rounds. So this is again a good time to look back and see what are the things you would work on in the next 6 rounds. It could be a speed. It could be the synchronization of breathing, keeping a joy. It can also be if you're engaging in thoughts, then keep them aside. Let the thoughts be there, but do not engage in them. Bring your focus back to the practice. So we'll fix on some goal for the next 6 rounds as per your own practice. And then next 6, as fast as we can go. Right side. Left side. 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 Last one. Right side. Left side. So once you're done, stay still in pranamasana. There's no movement. The reason we want to stay here is we want to have minimum movement of the body. And you want to exactly observe from the first set to the second to the third, what's changing. And once your breathing is all the way back to normal, we'll lie on our back. We'll do Shavasana and Yoga Nidra. Both the feet are apart. Both the hands are beside the body, palms facing up. You can completely let go. The more the stretching and effort put in the practice, usually deeper the relaxation is. So I'm going to name different parts of the body. Bring your attention on that part, move that part, clench those muscles, and then let go. We'll start with both the toes together, both the feet fingers, both the feet together, ankles, calf muscles, knee joint, thigh muscles. You can bend your legs, cross them, do any movement, and then let go. Both the legs are on the floor, completely relaxed. There's no movement of the legs now. Throughout the Yoga Nidra, we'll bring our attention on lower back, middle back, upper back, your whole spine. From the tailbone, try to visualize all the vertebrae going all the way up to your neck. And then feel the weight of your back. Surrender your whole weight on the ground. Bring your attention on both the shoulders, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palms, and fingers. You can bend your hands, cross them in the front, stretch above head or sideways. Any movement, and then let go. Now we are not going to move our hands throughout the Yoga Nidra. Bring your attention on neck, chest, stomach, abdomen, upper body, back of your neck, back of your head, top of your head, forehead, eyebrows, eyeballs, nose, cheeks, upper lip, chin, jaw, tongue, teeth. Put the ears together, back of your ears, your throat. Swallow saliva, and then let go your forehead. One more time. Let go back of your ears. One more time. Your whole face is relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Take a couple of deep breaths. I'm going to give you some visualizations to do. Try to visualize it as real as possible, as if it's happening right now. I want you to imagine that you are in a tropical rainforest. Try to imagine all the details of the trees, the wet leaves, the vines, bushes, color, the humidity, the wetness, the heat. Visualize the colors, the green color, the different shades of green. You can hear some sound of waterfall. You can hear the sound of a frog. It's still raining. And you can hear the drizzle, the tiny drops falling on the leaves, and the sound of that raindrops. It's not heavy rain, so you're not bothered by it. As you walk and explore this place, you see small insects crawling around. Some of them probably you have not seen before. As you walk, you see small creatures. Try to visualize a frog, the color of the frog, the sound it is making, the eyes, the skin. The frog jumps and disappears somewhere. Now you keep walking towards the sound of the waterfall. And as you approach, you see a very beautiful waterfall right in front of you. You sit on a rock and observe the fall. Imagine the white color of the water. Hear the sound. Now it's much more louder, constantly flowing. The water is constantly flowing. And now slowly you walk back to the same path. And now bring your attention in the center of the eyebrows. You can repeat your resolve, one thing which you want to achieve right now very clearly in one sentence. And then slowly move your feet, move your hands, turn to one side and sit.
Thank you, Rajeshri.
Thank you, Rajeshri.
You made our faces glow today. Our husbands will go round and round.